Good day, welcome to FTV and yet another episode on Date Clinic. And I'm Jerry Jamina, your host, aka Dr. Yesuka. And for today's edition, I have with me Nelly O in the building. Good day, Nelly. How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Okay, it's a nice one to have you on the show. Beautiful episode on Date Clinic. We've been talking about loving and dating, and the last time we did talk about factors that can get you a better relationship, and this is still what we'll be talking about today. So Nelly, nice one to have you on the show and talking about relationship. We have more than one or two persons that come on a relationship, and we try to see how we get the right factors to get a better relationship. So you're welcome to the show.
Thank you. We should understand that if you're not ready for a relationship, you shouldn't go in for it because everybody wants to feel loved and respected, wherever you find yourself in a relationship, which is there has to be mutual respect, there has to
Yes.
be mutual respect, and if that mutual respect is not there, you always see that the cracks in the relationship. So mutual respect is very, very paramount. And then good communication too matters.
Not just communication,
A
but
good
very
one,
good communication.
a good one. You don't have to be too busy for your partner. Maybe your partner needs to talk to you about something, needs to talk to you about a couple of things, and you are too busy, you know, or you're not giving your partner the audience that he or she, mainly for the guys, they're always too busy for their women. And
You're being
I mean,
sentimental, yeah. You're being
I'm not being
sentimental. You're being
sentimental.
sentimental. You say
being
mainly
very,
for the
I'm
guys.
being very
I'll hold
real.
on that, but we'll still come back to that. Continue.
Okay, because why I said so
Okay.
is women always like attention. Because I was also going to come to the point of attention. Women loves attention a lot, and from that attention you get a good communication. So when that attention is not there, how do you get a good communication? And a
Not
lot,
possible.
yeah, you can agree that relationships that goes down happens as a result of lack of communication. And that's why I said the guys, because women are always there to give listening ears. Women always give their spouses, their partners, listening ears, but men are always in a hurry. Not all men though, but a couple of majority of men do this. So you mentioned
Well, sometimes you don't need to blame the men because life is more like, for men, life is always like on a transit. It is there, it's trying to make cash to get the bills done.
now let me cut you there.
Okay.
We live in a world where today women are also busy trying to build themselves. So it's not just about the men making money. Women try to make money too. So if a woman is very busy and she can still create time for her relationship, I don't know why the man wouldn't be able to create time and make his relationship work. If you're not there to make your relationship work, some other person will be there to fill it.
Now you're talking about Adam and Eve right now because when Adam was not available, the serpent had to come for the woman.
But I'm being factual.
No, you're being factual. That's the reality to it. I'm not disputing whatever you're saying. You understand? As men, we tend to be on the transit. We try to want to do a lot of things. No, we don't do a lot of things. We try to focus on one particular thing because they say women try to do a lot of things. You can see a woman feeding a child. She can be on her phone and she's cooking, but you don't find a man doing that. But the attention you're talking about is true. Maybe as a man, you're so distracted with your day-to-day activities outside the house, and when you come back you kind of be exhausted. So
That's the reason I said if you're not ready for a relationship, do not start.
it doesn't
Because you end up messing with someone's emotions.
emotion. Okay, if you're talking
There
about
women are very emotional,
very
you know,
and we have some men
and
too that
that's
do so.
why they say that women fall by what they hear.
Okay.
That's why you can easily woo a woman and say, "Oh, I love you," and she's already feeling,
Excited.
So, yeah.
Just the
So,
word I love you without the action.
so that is why you should nurture your relationship very well. Give her all the attention she needs and all the affection she needs, and to crown it all, you there has to be this good communication. Another thing we should consider is honesty. in relationships. We need to be honest to each other. You know, that honesty is very, very important.
Now, and we did talk about communication, honesty, and what about, okay, you were talking about if you're not ready to get into a relationship, you shouldn't start. Don't go messing around with people's
People's
emotion.
emotions, yeah.
And now, relationship most time it has to do with two parties coming together. You understand? And there should be this consensual agreement that we are going into a relationship. So on the other part, there should be commitment for it.
Another thing I've